Hey everybody, welcome back to Planet Therapy. Remember, this is a space where we have casual conversations surrounding work-life balance, self-love, and also belonging. Today we have a guest, and maybe welcome to Planet Therapy.
Thank you. Thank you. Honored to be here. This is a great opportunity.
This is Tito. He has a great business called Nourishment. And you know what? We're going to dive right in. But I think first, I hope you don't mind. Just going to introduce yourself a bit and just let us know a bit more about yourself and I guess what Nourishment even is, really.
Great. So Nourishment, well, first of all, my name is Tito Magaji. I'm by day, I'm a consultant. I've worked in management consulting, public sector consulting, as well as just like brand consulting. So anything consulting is real boring, but it gets the
some money in it.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It gets the bills paid. But then I've always been passionate about creativity. And in that, I have a cultural marketing agency / community called Nourishment. Nourishment's an organization with the mission of connecting diverse audiences with arts and cultural institutions. So that looks like your theaters, your museums, your art galleries, even cinemas, trying to bring together creatives, particularly from Black, British backgrounds, and introducing them into spaces where traditionally we've been excluded, with the aim of providing inspiration, education, and connection. Outside of Nourishment and running that in the capacity of like strategy and partnerships lead alongside my team. Outside of that, I also I write poetry, I write articles. I'm a bit, they call me Mr. Outside because I'm just always out and about doing everything.
There.
Even like today,
London, innit?
like today, innit? I'm always outside. And I feel like, one of my other jobs is just being a friend because I'm always supporting people in my network and see what I can do together.
That's good. I feel like I didn't realize it was so much that you do.
Yeah. Even
like
me,
it's good.
I was just listening stuff out. It goes on longer than that, I think. But,
No, fair enough. I guess diving into, you said like consulting and stuff like that. How did you actually get into that in the first place? Like, is it something you just enjoy doing, or is it like you just said, or is it just like kind of like for the money?
I think we're talking about day jobs. I think a lot of creatives have day jobs. Obviously, I'm not unique in that sense. I think in my friendship group and in my community, we've kind of coined the term corporative. For people that have a corporate and a creative side. So I'm definitely a corporative. I've always been like that. In terms of my day job, I started my career I graduated from uni studying politics and international relations. I did a placement year where I worked in San Francisco. So I worked in tech for a bit, but had a mate there who was in advertising. He worked at an agency called RGA, which is a really cool advertising agency. They do sick campaigns, like sick work, everything. Spoke to him. He told me that advertising was a good pathway and mentioned strategy in particular. So I started my career and probably spent the first 3 years of my career working in advertising strategy or brand strategy. So working with Bumble, Expedia, First Direct, particularly Mini Cooper, and other clients like that, and helping them like form just coherent identities. Like, what are you trying to say? How are you saying it? How do you visually present it? How do you verbally present that? And just being articulate. But then I went into consulting after that because advertising is chaotic and consulting was a lot more structured. And it also offered me the chance to learn a lot of meticulous detail. So skills that came from consulting are really integral to my business, like project management, like just communication, just being very good at communication and being excellent at presentations and speaking to clients. So that was a long answer. But
but I can see the pivot of kind of how that goes into. So like you said consulting kind of helps you in your business now. So I guess how did Nourishment come to be?
Good question. That's a fun question because I like telling the story, but it's always nice it's just a nice question. Nourishment came about in the pandemic. We were born in the pandemic. Essentially, during the pandemic, everyone was in lockdown and there was a kind of growth in something called social audio. So I don't know if you remember Clubhouse or Twitter Spaces.
Oh, yeah.
So those platforms basically gave people the chance to speak like over audio, but nonstop. And it was like one of the first times that was ever an option. And me and my friends went onto that platform because there was also nothing else to do. It was lockdown. And we were so fascinated. But then we were also particularly looking for Black British representation, as we always do. So the main Black British spaces on Clubhouse were It was very plantain. No, plantain, right? Out of respect.
No,
but it was a very
fine.
plantain space, man. Like, and a lot of the conversations were just like sexually charged or misogynistic or homophobic or conservative.
Yeah.
And like, we didn't find those conversations very interesting. Where does your mom sit in the car if your girl's in the car?
I see that still on TikTok up till now. I'm just like,
It's dumb, but I call it lowest denominational conversations because anyone can have an opinion on that. You don't need to. You can, if you have one spare brain cell, you can have an opinion. So it's lowest common denomination that anyone can chip in.
Yeah.
But we wanted to have more interesting chats. So me and my friends made a space where we just talk about our favorite albums, whether it was Frank Ocean, talk about our favorite movies, our favorite artwork, our hopes and dreams for ourselves, like our aspirations. And that was called So We Might Need Therapy. That was the first name. But then when the pandemic ended, we wanted to keep like meeting up and keep those conversations, particularly because we grew. There was a lot of popularity. There was a lot of Black women that were in our spaces. There was a lot of like queer community, etc., that were in our spaces as well.
Yeah.
So it became nice because myself and my former co-founder, like we were two straight Black men. So running that type of space, so it was nice that it was inclusive.
yeah.
Fast forward a bit, pandemic ended, we wanted to continue the conversations. So we started doing things like picnics. And then we also realized that we were broke in it. We were just graduating. We were still in our early 20s.
Yeah.
So one of the cheapest things we could do was just like hit museums up and be like, yo, can you give us free tickets to come here? Or hit up theaters or hit up galleries and just say, can you give us free tickets?
That's really bold.
And we started bold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, like I'm just thinking, wow, like that's really cool.
But we was
like, how
thinking,
bold it
because
is.
obviously, like, when you work in advertising, I think you get a lot of sense of how these organizations work.
Okay.
And often they have like a target demographic. So we knew that we were the target demographic, like Black, young, creative. Like, of course you should have us there. Working class as well. So it was like, of course we should be there. And also it was the idea that a lot of the artwork or the plays or a lot of the stories were Black art.
Okay.
So we were like, we are more deserving of being in this space than a lot of your traditional audiences who are middle class, they're older, they're much whiter, and they're like just so far removed from the stories or the artwork being portrayed.
Okay.
So we started doing monthly, even twice a month trips to different arts and cultural institutions. And yeah, that's kind of how we got started. That takes us to like 2023, but then there's a whole story there as well.
Get into it.
Cool. So that's when we became an agency. Until that point, we were more of a community.
Okay.
We would bring people together to enjoy arts and culture together, doing the trips to plays and everything. Then also doing monthly calendars of different things you should check out. In 2023, more 2024, we took the step of becoming an agency. So we decided that a lot of the skills and like just the community and the ecosystem that we were bringing together, there were actors, there were models, there were photographers, there were DJs, there were videographers, there were stylists, there were all kinds of people that were coming together and joining us, consultants, project managers. And then we were also making a lot of content casually. Like, you know what Gen Z is like young people are like we would pull up to these places and just take content anyway. And a lot of the content we were making was actually better than the content that these institutions were paying full-time marketing teams for. And it was much more resonant with our friends who are the target demographics for these communities, right? So we'd just make a casual reel. It would get a lot of likes and engagement from like young Black creatives.
Yeah.
So increasingly institutions started inviting us to places, offering us opportunities and stuff and saying like, come here. Because they wanted us to be in those spaces. Then I made a realization where I was like, actually, what we're doing is a service and what we're doing is creating content creation.
Yeah.
And bringing people in person to a museum is hard to do, but we were doing it often. So it kind of led to the idea that it's like, oh, we should monetize this. And also we should recognize the value of what we're creating and doing is so much more than what they're getting, much more than we are getting at this point. So at that point, we decided to become an agency. We registered as a business. We did a Black business residency at Somerset House as well.
Okay.
As well as like working with Soho House a bit more as well. And till today, we've done events, we've done activations, we've done content creation, we've done consulting, like offering feedback and insights. We've done all kinds of stuff, you name it, panels. And we've worked with the V&A East, the V&A, we've worked with South Bank Centre, we've worked with Somerset House, we've worked with the Photographers Gallery, Bush Theatre, Almeida Theatre, Alcoa Theatre, bunch more people.
No, that's cool. Like,
So, yeah.
it sounds like a journey anyway. It's just from like small spaces, and it's like kind of you can see how it's grown, and a lot of that I can see you had to go out your comfort zone a lot.
Yeah.
So I guess how did you kind of feel on that journey when you kind of look back from something small to now it's kind of transformed into what it is now?
Say that question one more time.
Oh, so like, how do you feel in general? Where it's like, okay, great. You're analyzing the scene how it is, where it's like there's a lot of just low vibrational conversations going on, and making it your own in a way, transforming that community space, taking away from your day job to kind of just make sure that, hey, I want to provide a space and now a service to kind of make sure that I'm bettering my community and making sure that other organizations are benefiting from this. So like, how do you form that sort of balance?
Okay, I think I get the question. So I think it's kind of like, how have I felt over this journey, like personally, right? And like, I feel like my feelings have evolved a lot. I've always been an entrepreneurial person, so I've always liked starting stuff, but it wasn't like, politically, I've been a socialist.
Okay.
So it wasn't always that I wanted to do a business or make profit or anything. It was more just I like starting like book clubs, or even when I was a kid, I used to like we were all broke. Well, I'm from Barking, like people didn't have money like that, right?
Yeah.
So I was like, even as a kid, like in secondary school, I used to be like, guys, we all have free oyster. Let's just go to a museum. Let's go to a natural history museum, science museum. Let's go Parliament, bro. Let's just go somewhere. It's free, right?
Yeah.
So I think I've always wanted to create spaces, and I've always wanted to create like organizations or things like that. In university, I was running debating societies and like race equality networks and stuff. And yeah, so I guess my feelings when I first started the journey of Nourishment was it was just cool. I think I was there mostly because I liked the art myself. Like I love theatre. I think more people should go to black theatre. So I loved black theatre. I loved black art. I loved the photography. I loved like all kinds of stuff. So I wanted people to just kind of come with me.
Yeah.
And I had the idea that like there was different ones of my friends that liked these type of things as well. So I was like, let's all just go together. And it wasn't all just artsy stuff. Like sometimes we'd go to like an event together, like a party. Or sometimes we'd go to a poetry night. Or sometimes we'd go to like Steam Down, like an open mic jazz night type vibe. So initially it was just community. It was just community. It was just friendship. It was just working class, like young 20s, trying to find friends, man. It's hard. So I think that point I just felt happy that I was with my friends.
Yeah.
And that my friends did, can I swear? No swearing? Okay. But like we did cool stuff like, all the time, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that was the initial feeling. It's only as I got older and obviously I realized like the tangible benefit because I was working in consulting and I was like, we're looking at metrics, or even in advertising. I just kept seeing the metrics of stuff that we would commission as campaigns or do as a business function, and I kept comparing it to what we were doing as Nourishment. Then I started seeing it as like, these institutions aren't doing me a favor by letting me come and do content there. I'm doing them a favor. Yeah. And if I'm doing them a favor, I'm Nigerian. Pay me.
Get your
you know
money.
what I'm saying? Even if it's something small. And I started with small payments. And then, because also the complexity of what we were trying to do was getting bigger and bigger. Yeah. I wanted to do an event now. I wanted to do a blood drive, a charity event. I wanted to do complex content. I wanted to get a model in or an actress in or whatever. And then it's not a favor anymore. Like, this is a production. So I needed the budget to be able to invest in the quality to make sure something would come out that had good engagement and just good craft to it. So, long story short, circling back to the question, how did I feel? I went from feeling like I was part of a community, and I still feel like I'm part of a community, but now I see myself more as like an ecosystem, like a key part of an ecosystem, like bringing together creatives with institutions, bringing together DJs with crowds, bringing together poets with opportunities to perform, just bringing people and spaces and like communities and collectives and talent and talent scholars together in order to hopefully give everyone a chance to grow and develop, just like I felt like I was given chances when I was younger by the OGs as well, like the No Signals, the Recesses, the One Rooms, the Motherlands, like all these communities that you might not know, but they kind of put me on when I was younger and introduced me to community. And a lot of people I met in those spaces are people I'm close to now. So long answer, but I feel good. I feel like an unk. I was saying unk earlier, but I recognize my role now.
Yeah.
And I've gone from doing cool stuff with my friends to putting on cool stuff for people to meet their friends. That was a long answer.
It's a long answer, but I feel like I got a lot from it. So
thank you.
And
hopefully it made sense.
Yeah, so you mentioned a lot about bringing people together, especially care and community. What would you say is the importance of, let's say, belonging and let's say trying to bring underrepresented communities together? So I really struggled.
You did well, don't worry.
But yeah, so like, what would you say is the importance of that?
It's really important. At the last event that we just did, we did an event called Giving Black 2025.
Yeah.
It was our latest in a series of partnerships with the Sickle Cell Society.
Yeah.
So every year we do an event or some kind of campaign or blood drive to raise awareness about sickle cell. I don't have sickle cell, but if you do know anyone that has it, particularly now because it's cold weather, check in on them because it's a really seriously debilitating condition that affects people of like Black people and people of African origin, as well as the fact that it's actually increasing as a genetic disorder. So more people being born with it. So we need to take action. So that event was called Giving Black. And we made this affirmation card or like a card with writing on it. And on that card, it said the most common way people give up their power is by thinking that they don't have any. And that's by the writer Alice Walker, who did the book, The Color Purple.
Yeah.
I bring that back to the importance of community. We think that we have no power, and increasingly, like when you look at British society or just around the globe, because we think we have no power, politicians are increasingly getting away with atrocities and economic violence, physical violence, like state violence, like community violence, because people aren't really pushing back or creating mechanisms to exercise our own power. Whether it's like inequality, like the rich are getting richer in this country, the poor are getting poorer. When you look at gentrification and how it affects like diverse communities, but also particularly Black communities around London, it's speeding up and like it's shocking. Even things like AI and like how art is just being fed into the blender of becoming like slop. And genuine artists and talented people are losing opportunities. I feel like community I see as akin to power. And I feel like we need to bring together ourselves, and even things like nightlife and entertainment and motives and run clubs and scream clubs and whatever. Those are all important because it's important that we aren't just isolated and by ourselves, even though like it can feel so easy to be isolated and by yourself when all you have is your phone screen and there's no money in your pocket and you don't really know what you're doing. Right now, we just need to come together through the medium of music, through the medium of politics and activism and campaigning and changing your communities, through networking events, through creative projects, through whatever it is. But I think community is very important, particularly to working class and diverse communities, just because you have to like, if we're alone right now, we're finished. So you just need people around you because you always need a fundraiser. God forbid someone's mom or auntie passes away. You need people to help you fund that funeral. We need someone to drop you at the airport. You need someone to offer you a venue or a podcast studio or something. That all comes from togetherness. We have to lean together.
I agree. And I feel like I really like the way you do it because even... yes, like Giving Black, it's like you made it sound catchy, but it is something that is an issue that's going on, especially within our community. And I feel like when you highlight a lot of these issues and stuff like that, and it provides the opportunity for us to come together, it is a powerful thing. Because even meeting you first at your community event in the summer, it was a lot. And it was like a lot in a way, it's like I've been to networking events professionally, let's say, like sales events or stuff like that, so learning about tech. And I feel like coming to your event was my first creative sort of event. And I feel like from that, and just being around a lot of different people that do poetry or art and stuff like that, it helped me actually remember, oh my God, I actually like poetry. And then from then I actually started doing my own poetry and stuff like that. Even doing the podcast again, it was something where I was like, do I do it? Do I not do it? But again, I feel like when you bounce ideas from community spaces and other people that work within that, it does help form that sort of motivation. So honestly, even just for me, like, thank you for that, because it's a lot. And I feel like I've made friends even from there that I talked to in a general, had on a podcast as well. So yeah, I definitely align with your thought process when it comes to the community.
Thank you, Marcus. No, I appreciate that. That's heartwarming. That's why I do this. I feel like with creative professions in the UK, especially in London, like, you're not making that much money. Like, I'm making bread here and there. Like, unfortunately, the way the business is this year compared to last year and the year before, I'm making a lot more money. And I'm thankful for those opportunities. I'm thankful for the team that I have around me that's allowed me to do events and do content and do services that are increasingly being commissioned by bigger organizations. But being honest, you're not making that much bread. Yeah. And like, if you ask most people that run communities or do events, you're not making bread from events. The DJ, the designer, the videographer, like the venue, like, after all of that, everything's gone, right? So you're not eating that much. So it's not, I don't do this for money. I do this because I don't really want to do anything else, number one. And because I like people coming together. And I know it's hard to like everyone likes people coming together, but I live for it. And like, if I was able to contribute to you, like, feeling less alone or less self-doubt and more welcomed and accepted just as you are, then that's my whole day and my whole week made. Because I remember when I first started going networking events and communities and stuff, shout out all the OGs I mentioned before, but even then I always felt like I'm a weird guy. Like, I like anime. I like it. I'm a quirky kid, you know what I'm saying?
Feel is mutual with that. Huh? I said feel is mutual.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm neurodivergent. Like, I'm like all these different, I'm poorer than people. I'm coming from a working class background. Like, I always feel like I have to prove myself. Yeah. Or that I've done this campaign with insert person, or I've done this or done that. I really don't care about those type of things, and I hate having to prove myself. And with Nourish events, I've always wanted it to just be like, you pull up as you are, whether in your work clothes, whether in your fly outfit, whether you're a baddie, whether you've rolled out of bed, you know what I'm saying? Just anything. Just come as you are and just meet people, man. I really don't want any hierarchy or any exclusivity. It should just be like, we're open. All here. Yeah, like, we all want to grow as people. And that's it. That's what I want, truly.
No, I definitely. So it's a lot, and it is, I think you pour a lot of emotional, like, effort into it, and that is really great. So how do you kind of manage that alongside, I guess, your day job? And also, because, that is a question.
It's hard, man. Yeah. It's really hard. I want to stop the answer there. It's really hard. I feel like, once again, you don't eat that much. I want this to become a business that it's not, ideally this would be my main job, but, or at least like something that contributes a lot to me financially. Yeah. But, and it does its part, but like, I'm gonna need that day job for a while longer. Real. How do I balance everything? It's hard. It's really hard. I feel like most people will tell you the same thing. If you're running the community, it's hard. We just make sacrifices. Like, there's a trinity, right? It's like social life, sleep, work life. You have to sacrifice one. You can't have all three. I don't sleep, bro. I don't sleep. I sleep like 5 hours a day. Okay. Like, I just make a lot of time for people. I make a lot of time. I try and do to-do lists. I use my calendar a lot. Everything is in my calendar.
So I've learned that if it's not on my calendar,
it doesn't exist. If it's not on your calendar, it doesn't exist. To-do list, calendars, also grace. Like, you have to have people around you that get you. My friends are like if I'm running late to something, usually sometimes my friends will give me a fake time. Or they'll just run later themselves, or they'll just be kind, man. Because like, it's so hard to balance everything. With response times, a lot of my friends are like, yeah, respond when you need to respond. I don't like when people are chasing me. Like, we're all busy, you know. So little things like that. I think you just need to have people around, and the colleagues. Like, you explain how to your colleagues how you like to work and what's best for you, and then ideally they can meet you halfway, like get a deadline extended or whatever. But how do I balance it? To-do list, calendars, communication, and grace. Just have the right people around you. And if they can't get you, or they make you feel insecure or inadequate or like you're failing, and you actually, and like to an unreasonable amount, and you're trying your best, you have to have different people around you.
No, I agree. I feel like we're always kind of used to having a set amount of people due to comfortability. But I feel like, if, like you just said, if you want to grow and kind of grow into the person that you're like, want to be accepted for your different things and like your day to day and stuff like that, you kind of need to surround yourself with people that understand you. So
100%. Like, if you're doing a lot, ultimately, being completely frank, if you're doing, if you're trying to build something, a brand, a business, a podcast, I don't know, whatever, like a community, you will have to make sacrifices, and people that are around you have to get it, or they can't, or fair enough, you're not compatible right now. That's it. So I'd say that's an important lesson to you, to any other younger creatives listening to that. If you don't want to do that, if you want to have your friendships and your relationships and your partner and everything completely intact, don't build right now. That's okay. But if you do want to build, then people have to get it. So that's it. That's what I'm taking. That's what I'd say.
I respect that. I guess that neatly kind of goes into another question. So you mentioned how you make sure you just kind of preserve yourself to make sure you're okay and you have the right sort of people around you the best you can. What would you say self-love kind of means to you?
You're asking the real questions, aren't you?
I
am. That's a hard one. I think self-love has become a lot more. I think I understand self-love a lot more as I've gotten older. I think I struggled with it a lot growing up. I always felt like that I just was underperforming and I needed to do more. And to an extent, I'm still there. Like, I'm always hungry to do more, achieve more, be more, win more. So, and I always get told by my friends, like, you need to appreciate now. And you need to appreciate who you are now. So I still struggle with that. But I'd say self-love, how it looks like in my life, is showing up for people who doing right by people who do right by you. You know, if someone is good to you, I mean, they show up to you, they show up for you, they're kind to you, they make you feel better, then do right by them, show up for them, buy them a gift, take them for food. Like, just be kind. Show up to people that show up for you and build beautiful, blossoming friendships or relationships with those people. Or if it's family, like, strengthen your relationship. But I think my self-love has been very much like using discernment to figure out, and it took me a long time, maybe the last 2-3 years, but using discernment to figure out who is truly for me, like who is truly loyal to me and who's truly like seeks to understand me, who won't throw me away if I make a mistake. And finding those people, I can pour my heart into them, and I can feel safe that they're gonna like catch it. You know what I mean? And I'd say also self-love is confrontation. I called it war. Like in 2023 or was it 2024? I remember I was telling my friends, I was like, I'm going to war this year. I had a friendship breakup. I went to Nige. In Nige, life is trouble. Life is stressful in Nige. So after my friendship breakup, I was real sad. Went to Nige and they were like, I don't care that you're sad. You get up and suffer more.
Do you know, it's actually, I feel like it's really a black thing. Like, just
was the same in
like, mental health, what's that? Like,
no, they don't care if you're sad. You have to just, who cares, like, bro? We're all sad. Like, what do you think we're happy? Just get up. So I think I went there and I was like, life was just, they were just flogging me in Nige. So I was like, actually, but then Nigerians, they don't take bull. They don't take nonsense. They don't suffer fools gladly. They react and they retaliate and they will fight for themselves and advocate for themselves. Sometimes, not against politicians, but in just talk to each other. Yeah. So when I experienced that, I came back into 2024 on smoke. And I think it was one of the most important lessons I ever learned in my life.
Okay.
Don't be avoidant. If you can avoid being avoidant, do it. Because it doesn't solve any problems. Like, you think you're avoiding a tough conversation with a friend or a partner or your employer or your parent or your family or whoever, right? Or whoever, a creative collaborator. But all you do is postpone the inevitable.
Yeah.
And you make yourself feel shit in the meantime, bad in the meantime. And it's like, you have to lean into the confrontation because it will heal you. If that person that doesn't make you feel good, if you stand up to them and tell them, I don't like how you act, even if the thing breaks apart, maybe it wasn't for you, their friendship, if the connection breaks apart, it wasn't for you. And you feel so much better afterwards.
It's just off your head.
It's off your head. Like, tell people about themselves and don't tolerate disrespect where you can, and crash out. Because I can't lie, I used to not crash out because I was like, oh, what if this person's real sensitive? Am I not sensitive? Like, we're all sensitive, man. So crash out, and people are more resilient than you think. And if they can't take it, they need to grow up a bit.
That's one thing I'm literally learning now. Like, I really don't crash out. Like,
crash out, it will heal you. Genuinely.
I really wish, because I see people do it and I'm just like,
you're like jealous. I'm like, wow, like you get to act like that and it's normal.
And it's normal. Me, my emotions, they just that
but
smile.
It's a thing that some black men have been taught. My mum was very much like, when I was growing up, she was like, don't overreact. You're a black boy. They'll see you as a lot more aggressive or you'll get punished or something. And it was a good lesson to an extent. But then it also meant that whenever I was angry, I would just hold it in.
Yeah.
And then I always thought that people couldn't tell. So if I had a friend and let's say they did something I didn't like, I wouldn't say, but I'd be angry, but I wouldn't say. And in my head, I was like, oh, they didn't notice. Like, everything's fine. But they would always notice. Because you can tell when someone hates you or dislikes you or is angry at you. And then they actually think you're weird. Because they're like, oh, I've offended this person, but they're just not saying anything about it.
Yeah.
That's weird. Lay it out. And then it helps. Because that person can't read your mind. They're like, oh, you're weird. But maybe it wasn't that deep. Like, you need to crash out. You need to crash out. That's the lesson from this. Crashing out is self-love. That's the quote. Quote me. That's the headline.
I'm taking that.
Because, like, it's actually the way to restore balance to your friendships and to your networks. Like, you need to let people know what you don't like so that they can respect you. And so they can respect what you don't like. And if they can't take it, they'll go. And that's fine because it's still good. So, that's my self-love. Relationships, investing in relationships and setting, I don't want to say setting boundaries, but like confrontation.
Okay.
Yeah.
But do you think there's anything you do for yourself?
You see, I've managed to not say anything about self.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I do nourish for myself. Like, I actually genuinely, I'm not a very self person. Like, I don't really, I read, like I watch anime, I run, I go gym. That's all for me. It makes me feel better. I like art. I don't know. Yeah, I'm just like, I like stuff. I do stuff.
Sometimes that's even enough, you know?
Yeah, maybe. I don't really know what I do for myself.
Have hobbies or anything like that.
No, I have too many. I need to cut down.
Why do you feel like to cut down?
I don't sleep. I don't sleep. What do you mean? I don't have time. Okay. There's not enough hours in the day.
Fair enough, because I think even me this year, I've discovered, like I said, I love for poetry. So I write poetry to like express how I feel. I'm like, oh my God, I can actually do that. Or like reading or other stuff like playing games. And I'm like,
games is, I think that's fun. I like a good, gaming is very much for the self because it's quite, I feel like when I game, what type of game? Do you like RPGs?
I haven't played them in years, but I want to get back into them.
Do you know like Skyrim and stuff?
Yeah. I used to love Skyrim.
Yeah, that's very much for the self, to be fair, because whenever I play games, I always feel unproductive. But I'll do it anyway because the game is so beautiful and like the story is so immersive. I think what I do for myself is unproductive things. Because in those moments, I feel like I'm letting down everything else. But when I do it anyway, I feel like, I like those ones. But I don't. Right now, where I'm at, I don't really have enough time to Well, I don't feel like I have enough time to do things for myself, but I need to get better at that. This is a good reminder, to be fair.
Because I feel like you said unproductive, and sometimes I feel like we're trained
to
kind of think it is bad. And I'm like, no. It's so important. It's like you value that time because, like you just said, we got so many hours in a day that is actually work. Whether it's, like you said, with your community work, whether it's your day job, and you sleep 5 hours. So it's
it doesn't sound, everyone's listening like this isn't healthy.
It's not. No, but it's so normal. That's the thing. So it's just like, honestly, it's good to really encourage yourself that it's not unproductive. This is just my time. And it's like making sure that when you pour into yourself, that gives you more energy to pour into others, which is something you do quite often. So that's just, if that's one thing you're taking away from today, be okay and accept that you do need to pour into yourself, and it's not unproductive. It's not anything. It's actually just, it's healthy.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
But the Nigerian part of me is also saying, make sure you hustle.
Hustle.
I think to young people, I feel like we're in an age where, this is going to sound weird, but we're in an age where obviously everyone is tough. Like the economy, everything, as I said before, is tough. So it can encourage some people to look inwards and to kind of focus on their problems. And problems are real. Like everything I described is real. The economy is terrible. But the job market's crazy. Everyone's mental health is doing poorly. But do not become defined by your problems. Actively look for solutions and get out of bed. Like, leave your house as much as you can. Even if you're just yapping or meeting people, it's still good than just suffering in silence in your yard. Particularly to black men, actually, or to young men. Leave your house. Leave social media for a bit. Do things in real life. That was the point of the event that you came to. It was called URL to IRL.
Yeah. Do
things in real life because, obviously self-love is important, but there's two sides. I guess number one is there's a whole generation being lost to just like depression and anxiety and like loneliness and just unemployment. And that will not change if you stay like in that mindset. Yeah. So you just need to be active. Whether you're painting, whatever it is you're doing, just do stuff. And then number two, we need to outcompete capitalism, bro. Like, because
you can't sit there and do nothing.
The costs are getting bigger. If your bank account isn't getting bigger as well, then wahala. Like, you just need to.
You can't sit there.
You can't sit here. You need to work harder. Sounds real tough love, but we need to work harder.
Because I feel like when you sit there and accept things for what they are for too long, it's like, so you're struggling and you got these problems, so what are you actually doing actively to make sure that you're solving them and also growing and bettering yourself as a person anyway? And you do that through interaction. So I feel like that is a very valid point that you made with that.
How do you deal with that then?
Switch it back with me.
Yeah, no, I'm curious. Like, how do you do the work-life thing?
How do I? Do you know what? So someone messaged me the other day. They're like, Marcus, I never see you rest. Like, I don't see you on a holiday. I don't see you da-da-da-da. And I'm like, I can't afford to.
Real.
So I'm just like, okay. So when it comes to work, so I work as a data engineer. I literally started a couple of months ago.
Well done. Congratulations.
Thank you. It's a lot. But I'm also studying data engineering. So doing that, starting this podcast, again, from that event, it made me kind of want to build an ecosystem of care, so with mental health and stuff like that. So I'm building an app. I'm also doing, like I said, the clothing and like products and stuff. So it's a lot of big things.
5 hours? How much is it? 6 hours? 4?
Literally, sometimes I wake up at like 5 a.m. and I'm up because I'm just like, I can't sleep.
The day has to start now then.
Like, the ideas is rolling and the shit is there. So how I actively try and do that is, again, calendar. It's like, okay, I try to break things up, small tasks like each week instead of like a day. Because sometimes I'm like, today I'm not going to do all these things. It's not happening. I also recognize that because I'm broke, I need to find ways to make money, hence why the app and the shop. So it's like, okay, I know in the long run, I will have a bit more of an income to kind of do that. and just learning to accept the situation of what it is. And I think from that, I found a lot of peace from that. So when I've accepted, okay, this is just how my life is at the moment, and I have to make sacrifices of that to make sure I'm okay. I lost a lot of friends. I feel like I had to learn that conflict is okay.
Yeah.
Because I feel like I'm very much a person where I just value peace, but it's peace above my own emotions, how I felt. And I'm learning how to break out of that.
And it's never peace. You think you're a peacemaker, but one of my friends said the peace is outside of yourself. So you think there's peace, but there's a war inside.
Right there.
Yeah. So I thought that was important. Don't do peace. Problems always.
Listen, I call myself a villain these days because I'm just like, people actively don't like me now because I'm like, well, if I don't like it, it's not happening. Good. So
100%.
Learning to set boundaries has also been something I think this year I've just done. So outwardly, a lot's happened this year. A lot good, a lot of air. But I feel like this has been a year of growth and making me circle back to the answer of how I deal with it is learning to choose myself a lot more. And whether that means, okay, I don't have money to go on a holiday right now, what can I do physically? I'll go to networking events, I'll go to social events, I do poetry if I need to help express how I'm feeling. I talk a lot more to my friends and family about how I'm feeling, and I leave it up to them how they react to that. If I feel like they don't react in a way that's positive to me, then I'm like, well, bye. And then if not, and if they do, I'm realizing there's a lot more of stronger bonds I've formed this year. And Sundays I have baths.
Cool.
Like I literally just be in a bath and read.
That's
and
nice.
Whatever. Like,
I need to do that. I need to
really
my
cool.
bath, obviously, but I need to.
No, literally, like
I need to make more time for like. Yeah, man. I need to do. There's so much stuff I wish I could do. I need to turn down my use of socials. I need to, but I'm going on a hike on Sunday. So I think even making time to like do different stuff. Yeah, I think that's important.
Yeah, because literally the other day was the first time I went to the theatre by myself. Oh, not by myself, but to go to the theatre in general.
That was your, what did you see?
What was it called? Entertaining Mrs. Sloan.
Oh, wow.
I don't know if you've heard of it.
No,
my friend just said,
this is your first time going to theatre.
I know, but
just tap in, bro.
No, literally,
do you not know what we do theatre trips
actually talking about
time.
I'm like, so that's what I'm saying. I really enjoyed it, and I'm like, I actually want to go to the theatres more because it's something new, something different.
Yeah,
and
it's
I feel
beautiful,
like
right?
The people I was with before, like friends, they weren't interested in all of that, but so it wouldn't really cross my mind. But now I'm forced to be by myself a lot more. I'm like, oh, I actually like these things.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's why I'm actually like, I love community events. I've been going to so many now. And I feel like I belong in those spaces a lot more. And it's just like, yeah, it's like I'm healing my inner child. If that makes sense.
That's lovely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think especially as black men, don't be... Sometimes as a black man, you don't really know who you are. You kind of know yourself in proximity to other people.
Yeah.
And like, I feel like it's very important to discover different sides of yourself. Because especially as you age, like there's so many parts of you that unlock and so many things, sensations that you feel like you want to replicate. For example, I don't know. What am I trying to say? I say play. As a black man, just feel free to play and like feel free to experiment and feel free to try new things. I used to love photography. I don't do it as much now. I've always loved poetry, but it comes up and down in my life. Like running community has been something that has been more of a consistent passion. But even sometimes I'm like, I want to do more of the shoots or I want to do more of the event organizing or I want to do more just like research or writing a report or something. So I'd say just always have your heart open to new people, new experiences. Even people that you don't necessarily think that you're going to rate can sometimes bring so much out of you.
Yeah.
That's so interesting. And even people that have had you forever, that's great. But then don't let yourself be, you're not the same person that you were even 2 months ago or who you were last year, right? Or 3-4 years ago. So don't let your existing relationship with that person define your relationship with that person. Yeah. And what I mean by that is that sometimes there's a thing with black men, and I feel like our friendship groups where we used to make dumb jokes to each other when we were younger, and we're still friends, so we still make those jokes to each other. But your friend is older now. Yeah. Because he's smarter now. He's more mature. He's had more life. You've had more life. You've had more experiences. you don't have to keep saying those jokes because you think he still thinks it's funny.
Yeah.
If you don't think it's funny anymore, you can start leveling up. So if you want to now go to theatre and shout your boy or shout, this also works with female friends, like a female friend into a different context, or go to like a property event or go to like a political event. You'll be surprised how many people are open to evolving with you. They just think that you're still
back there.
So evolve with your friends, I'd say, number one, but also meet new people and just play. Play all the time.
Oh, I'm actually taking it on board because even like I said, come to your event. It was my friend Maya. I keep telling her.
Shout out Maya.
No,
I like Maya. She's so cool.
She's cool. Like I always see her go to these events. I'm like, Maya, I love that for you because I feel like I could just see the growth in her from college and everything like that. And I'm like, I want to go. I want to meet new people. So her even telling me there, I feel like, again, like I said before, it just opened my brain a lot more to different possibilities and things that I didn't think I liked or enjoyed and stuff like that. So
you'd be surprised you'll be so surprised by people from your past and what they like now. So many people I went to school with, we were not that creative of a school, are now singers or actors or models or voguers. Like there's so many different things. And it's like, what? Like you weren't like that in school. Let people change with you.
Play, do what they're doing.
I think that's really beautiful.
No, it's cool.
And big up to yourself as well for like going to my event. Obviously, I'm biased, but like it's brave. It's not easy. You came solo. It's not easy to go to a new space, especially as a black man. Once again, my community is mainly black women, and that's because women are so much
more open. I'd say
they're more open. Yeah, they like trying new things. They'll just they'll hit one of their girlies and be like, "Oh, let's go together." Like I saw this on TikTok. Or they'll come solo. Lots of girls come to our events solo. But black men, they prefer being invited to places. And you were invited, to be fair. But
we're coming with people to kind of feel like they got safety in numbers sort of thing.
100%. Black men are more anxious than people think. We're a lot more anxious and insecure and just shy.
And like, scared of how they come across. How we come across and stuff like that.
Scared. I think people don't use those words with black men. They don't think we can be scared or anxious or shy or feel like the odd one out. So keep doing what you do. It's brave.
Thank you.
And like put people on, and by doing that, you're a role model to other younger men that wouldn't think that it's okay. You know?
That's true.
That's
Because
nice.
when I look back and I think, 10-year-olds or 15-year-old Marcus looking at stuff now to today.
Yeah.
Like I was even doing the podcast I was telling you earlier, it's like I have people telling me, you don't have the personality to kind of do these things. It's like someone to have a YouTube. No, I was like, oh, okay. And I really shelled myself down.
That's horrible. Sorry,
really
that
bad.
person was like, I hope they're... let me not say nothing.
But like I said, it's true. I feel like when you allow yourself to put yourself in different spaces, you grow and stuff like that. So
yeah. No one is static. Anyone can really do anything. Like if you look at what people's trajectories have been like from college days, well, look where they're all at in different places now, right? Like, and sometimes it's the most unexpected person, and even yourself, compared to what you thought you might be doing when you're younger to now. So, yeah, I don't think people should define themselves. I do think if you have a God-given talent or something that comes to you easy, like something. I like a conversation and I find it easy to make friends. I'm sure there's things that you were always good at numbers and stuff or data or whatever.
No? that I had to learn.
What would you say is your like just
talent?
Like something that's just been part of you. I know it's a tough question on the spot.
I feel like when I talk to people, I feel like I can go into spaces and like, okay, I can interact and kind of like form easygoing conversations and kind of make bonds quite easily.
Yeah.
I feel like my mum always told me that I'm someone where like I can really pull a group of people. And it's like,
a leader.
Yeah, and I'll try my best.
If you have that talent, I always say find a way to incorporate it more into what you do though. So don't define yourself by labels, but if you do have a talent that to you is easy, but to other people they need to do an MBA or a 20K, 30K, 100K leadership course or public speaking course or therapy or whatever. Yeah, and it comes to you, like easy.
It's like, oh, okay.
Then find a way to use that because you have something that people pay money for or they are sad that they can't do it. You know what I mean? And confidence is priceless.
That's the one thing
It's
I feel like I've learned so much this year because although I could do these things, it's like I had a lot of self-doubt. And I feel like you said, a lot of people, especially nowadays, the youth, they have self-doubt because they don't really trust themselves, or they see TikTok, they see things online, and they feel like to live up to those sort of standards. And it's like, no, you actually set standards. Like you can do that because we're all individuals. We've all only done this once.
Yeah.
So it's like you're allowed to make mistakes and you're allowed to be good and grow and stuff like that, and it's okay. So
the mistakes are the best part. I love a mistake.
True. Like, oh, oops.
Yeah, no, but I love them. Yes, on Giving Black, we were trying set design for the first time, like really trying to make the lighting and the colors and just the environment and like all of it like a lot more immersive. Because normally we do events and we just find a beautiful space.
Okay.
Maybe add our sign or something to it. We don't do too much. But this one, I was like, let's try new things. And I tasked my team. I was like, let's really think about what we can do design-wise. And we got so much wrong. Like, we didn't even have batteries for the lights. Like, some of the lights are too bright there. It was too dark there. Like, I was like, wahala. But I'm so proud.
That you tried.
So when we had we do a retrospective after each event. So we all like discuss. Good. Yeah. I have project managers on my team. So we do a retrospective. You're a sprint, you're agile. Yeah, so we try and do agile methodology because consulting as well.
Yeah.
So another thing, take your day job skills and put in your career or your creative hustle.
Outlet, yeah.
So like a lot of people don't connect those dots.
It helps.
But it's so good, right?
Especially my background in sales, because sales, I'm like, well, can you do sales and marketing? So it's like, you kind of know how to do what to reach out.
You and pitching must just be like...
Oh yeah, I might be shy, but I'm like, no, I know how to do what I need to do, especially when it comes to knowing a product, knowing my audience and how to kind of get there.
Amazing. Yeah. Another like divine talent, you know what I'm saying? But I think my point was just going to be the mistakes that we made with the set design.
Yeah.
Doing the retrospective and talking about the mistakes meant that we figured out so much more about how we do it next time, even better.
Good.
And we do retrospectives after every event, every bit of content. How do we do that shoot better? How do we engage with a client better? And then the mistakes you make are literally the way you figure out how to do it better. If we didn't make any mistakes, we would be so stuck.
Never learn.
We'd be stressed because we'd be stuck. Or if no one gets... So, yeah.
No.
Yeah, I'd say make mistakes. I make them quickly. Make quick mistakes.
If you got the idea, do it now. Then you know.
Don't be waiting, because you're going to do it and you're going to fail. If you're waiting, you're going to fail. But you're going to fail ages later. Do it now at 60%, at 70%. Fail, get the next one to 80. Get the next one higher and higher and higher and higher.
Just so funny, I have a hoodie and then that I'm launching and it literally says, let's make smarter mistakes next time.
That's a great. I love that. That's fine.
Because I feel like we're always gonna make mistakes. Yeah, it's just a smarter one.
Just do that. Yeah. I love that. I might need that hoodie still.
Yeah, I'll ship it. It's cool.
Come on.
But lead into one of the last questions because this will be a good chat.
I'm enjoying it. I know I'm just yapping, but there's a lot of stuff I don't get the chance to speak about. Lessons I've learned that often. So this is nice. Thank you for giving me this opportunity.
No, 100%. Thanks for coming. I was gonna ask, what would you say are goals currently that you have for yourself and Nourishment, like just going forward, if any, at the moment?
No, there are goals. That's a good question. What are my goals and Nourishment's goals? I would say to start with Nourish. Number one is probably right now we're just in scaling up phase. So I just want to. This was our first time touching 5 figures this year. Last year, it was just, thank you. But last year was just dreams. Yeah. I think we was in 4 figures last year. And the year before that, it was just...
But do you see the growth already?
That's what I'm saying. Like, I would never have imagined what we've been able to... Even earlier this year, I was like, it's okay if Nourishment stays as like this kind of social enterprise thing. This year, I'm like, this is a viable business. Like, we're in demand. People are hitting us all the time. Like, can you do this? Can you do this? Can you do this? Sick. So, I think the goal now is to maybe next year, if we can if we could touch like 50K next year, like financially, that would be nice.
Don't be shy. You will touch 50.
Yeah. I think we can. It's possible. It's very possible. Well, if we could touch that, that would be a nice goal to hit. Then I think my team will be like, we should celebrate. So if we can we'll celebrate that. if we could touch that next year, that would be really good. If we could, we've done a lot of events, but the usual scale is like we hit the 100 people mark. Because I like that mark, but I'd like to do a big event next year. So I have an idea for one. But if we could get 500 people or like a big thing for us, even if it's just once in the year, that would be like I'd be really proud of myself for that. And I'd love like a video or something that we do to go viral next year in terms of a bit of content. So those are like I'm a strategist. Those are the strategy goals. But then in terms of like meaningful goals for Nourishment, I think everything that you said, like I want to touch more young people and give them self-belief. Yeah. I want more people to make a friend through Nourishment. I want more people to meet a partner through Nourishment. I want more people to find a business collaborator or a creative collaborator or a mentor or mentee or an intern or whatever through Nourishment. And I think increasingly this year I've been aware the world is on fire, man. Like Sudan, Gaza, free Palestine, like free Sudan from the horrifying violence. Like thoughts and prayers to the people in Jamaica right now. This is the horrific. Also, shout out to support to all the working class and like people suffering in the UK right now. It's tough.
It's a lot.
Enough people are getting deported as well from the UK right now. That's not being talked about enough. But things are hard across the world. There are fascists and Nazis like on the streets of East London. Like they used to be scared. Now they're proud.
Proud, happy. Seeing even in the media, like news, people just like...
Nigel Farage is on the news every day. So increasingly this year, I've just been thinking that it's such an honor and a privilege to have a platform. It's such an honor. And I say this to other creatives and other events and organizers and parties or whatever. If you have like 100, 200, 300 young people in a room listening to you or put in an event programmed by you, or thousands, some of these events have thousands of people, right? Say something, like do something with that. You have a platform and our community is under attack and worldwide the diaspora is going through it. Yeah. So I think increasingly one of my goals is for Nourishment to be a platform to champion justice and to fight against injustice and to fight for causes important to people in my community. Yeah. I can't just profit from Black creativity. I must also pour back into it. And at the root of Black creativity is Black welfare and well-being. And we can only have well-being if people are protecting us and pouring back into us. So I want Nourishment to pour into not just Black Britain, but also like diverse Britain. Yeah. And to raise money, to raise awareness and to say something and to inspire people to champion justice in their own life. And then broader for my personal self, make more bread. Just work harder. Work harder. The work is never done. There's so much more to do. So just work harder, make more money, be a good friend. It's hard. It's really hard. I find it hard. But be a good friend to the people in my life. Be a good brother to my sister. Be a good son to my mother and my father. Be a better better leader of my team. Be a better colleague. Just be better. I want to keep working on myself. Be stronger. Be fitter. Be healthier. Those are my goals. I don't really have like a big personal goal. Just continuing to better myself, you know? Yeah, that was a long answer.
No, but I really appreciate that because it's something, it seems small to you, but it's like when you have a system of like, okay, be better, do all these things, it requires other things as well anyway. So when you can recognize that's like a pattern you always want to evolve as a person, a lot of people might ignore that, but that's a really good thing to have anyway. So yeah,
thank you.
That. But thanks for joining me.
Thank you for this opportunity.
Is there anywhere that we can find you? I'm going to tag everything anyway, but I'm going to announce Nourishment.
Yeah. Yourself. My personal @name is @Tito is outside because that's where you're going to find me. So TITO is outside. Yeah. And then Nourishment, the community, the agency that I've been just discussing, is on most platforms. Our Instagram is at nourishment.land. Our Twitter, I believe, is nourishment_.tw. Our TikTok is nourishment talk. And our website is www.nourishment.land as well. So you can find us on most things. I'd say follow us because we always share opportunities. We share art to check out. We share theatre to check out. We do our regular events, networking, community parties, open mics, activations. And
Yeah. Cool. All right.
That's it. Follow
Thanks,
us.
Tito. But thanks, guys. I hope you enjoyed that episode. Again, it was honestly really inspiring, and I feel like I've learned a lot from just this conversation. So
thank you. Black men need to speak more.
We need to talk more. That's why we're here. So, guys, you can find us on YouTube and Spotify, Planet Therapy. And remember to check out our website. It's going to be www.myplanetessentials.com. And yeah, I hope you have a good rest of your day. And peace.
Peace.